Hello and welcome to a time special presentation for Thirukkural with the Times, where we explore real-world lessons from the classic Tamil text Thirukkural with motivational speaker, author and diversity champion Bharathi Baskar as she explores the masterpiece. What's true asceticism? It has always confused thinkers how monks and poets sworn to celibacy created art featuring worldly emotions. At times, a chance meeting with a stranger could provide one with answers they have been searching for all their lives. The author recounts how she decoded the paradox of asceticism in one such meeting, and Thiruvalluvar's thoughts on the subject.
It was a party I didn't want to attend. My organization had sponsored the event and I was there as a representative. Though I always felt like an outsider among the partying hard clan. One of the most beautiful things about life is that we never know about the surprises the next minute can spring upon us, and that evening was no different. I enlisted myself to a small group of people who were discussing about the most exotic vacations they have had. After Kilimanjaro or Bora Bora, I was surprised to see a man, probably in 70s, mentioning the Ajanta caves. As the rest slowly dispersed to fill their glasses or mix with others, I approached him and we started the conversation without any introductions. "What's special about Ajanta caves?" I asked. He said he was an artist and had visited Ajanta more than 50 times. 50 times? To the same place? I was intrigued. "What pulls you there?" He smiled. The faces in those paintings and sculptures are brimming with timeless humanity and still glowing with the flame of eternal life. The Buddha's eyes there are unlike any elsewhere, neither idealized nor adorned with divine radiance. At Ajanta, Buddha's gaze is frozen, startled, reflecting the profound sadness of existence. The soundless stare from the eyes seemed to permeate the time screen through 2 millennia. I felt connected to him. It was a moment of disruption for me, both as a person and as an artist. That is why I returned for the darshan. The conversation reminded me of Sivagami in Sabadam, The O of Sivagami, a fiction written by Kalki. There is an interesting twist in the tale when the heroine's father, a sculptor, fanatically inquisitive about the secret of the coloring materials used in the Ajanta paintings, turns himself and his daughter on to the enemy king Pulikesi, just to know about the secret of the colors. The secret lies in the rocks themselves, the artist said. Natural pigments ground from the region's stones. Yet, so few Indians know this treasure. Ajanta might have been lost if not for John Smith, a British officer who stumbled upon it while tiger hunting. Now UNESCO protects it, but unchecked tourism would have ravaged it. I asked, "I have heard that the monks who resided in the cave monasteries were the artists. What was the need for ascetics with rigorous penance to draw or make sculptures of beautiful women? Isn't that a dichotomy?" He paused, then replied with a twinkle in his eyes. "Before I answer, let me ask you a question. Was Thiruvalluvar a saint?" Surprised by the detour, I nodded. There is debate about his faith, but he must have been a saint. A saint who wrote a whole section on love, about 250 couplets, isn't it? He referred to the book of love in Thirukkural. I was surprised he knew a lot about the Tamil epic. He continued, "There is no contradiction. Monks in our land often walked one of the two paths, either self-denial or sublimation. Sublimation transforms desires into art or poetry, purifying sensations as offerings to the divine or the cosmos, which then liberates the person from attachments. I reflected on Buddha's middle path. In the Vinaya Pitaka, there is a story of Buddha teaching his new disciple Sona. Buddha compared life to a lute. Its strings must be neither too taut nor too slack for harmony. Neither torture yourself in intense self-denial, nor indulge excessively in earthly pleasures. Find the balance. That's what Buddha taught. We then looked at each other and smiled at the irony of discussing asceticism and about saints amidst the cacophony of Bollywood beats. Then we raised our glasses of juice in a silent toast. No names, no numbers exchanged. Some meetings are fulfilling enough to not require a second. Later, back in my hotel, I pondered on Thiruvalluvar's wisdom. He rejected external identities of sainthood. Saints need not tonsure their heads nor sport a long beard, as long as the saint resigns his body and soul from those things that the world around would admonish. Mazhiththalum, Neettalum, Venda, Ulagam, Pazhiththadhu, Ozhiththu. For the true saint, neither matted hair nor shaven head, just abstain from what the world condemns. Be it a monk in the Ajanta caves or a soul navigating in a bustling city, asceticism resides in surrendering to truth, to dharma within oneself.